Yo, what's up guys? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a bunch of Chicago Bulls rumors. This one rumor that I'm going to be talking about is a few days old, but the rumors about the Chicago Bulls possibly trading Zach LaVine, possibly being interested in Lonzo Ball, just keep coming out every day. But before I get into today's video, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Also, leave a like on today's video. It takes a second and it helps me out. Also, check out my last video if you missed it. There were some rumors that recently just came out about the Bulls possibly not wanting to pay Lauri Markkanen this upcoming offseason. Definitely check out that last video. But yeah, let me just jump right into it because the Chicago Bulls have been playing pretty solid basketball for the most part. I'd say it's much better than last season with a brand new head coach in Billy Donovan. I am going to talk about last night's game real quick just because, I felt like the Chicago Bulls should have won that game. The Bulls are easily a better team than the Knicks. They have a way better roster. And especially when they played them Monday night, the Bulls just dominated. The Bulls pretty much had that game won from like the first quarter. You could just sense the Bulls were going to win that game. And then last night happened. It was an ugly game. Tom Thibodeau definitely started yelling at his players, telling them to lock up Lauri Markkanen, play much better defense. I saw Patrick Williams said like these past two games were like the most competitive and like physical games of his career, and he loved it. So you love to hear that from our rookie. But other than that, there wasn't too many positive signs last night. Coby White has really been struggling recently. Last night was a very good example of that. He just doesn't look like a starting point guard in this league right now. He just doesn't even look comfortable bringing up the ball at times, especially when Elfrid Payton was guarding him. I'm going to make another video probably talking about Coby White just because that topic is definitely interesting. It's just, I see a lot of Bulls fans hating on the kid. And the final thing that I'm going to say about last night's game, Zach LaVine, yeah, the Bulls came back late, but Zach LaVine took that terrible shot. And then where was Lauri Markkanen last night? Like, I know the Knicks were going to, of course, guard him and be more physical with him. But where was he last night? He only had 9 points and 4 rebounds in 36 minutes. It just sucks because I'm really high in Markkanen, but I saw this tweet on Twitter that said, it's pretty easy to shut down an opposing player when the only type of offense that Markkanen has is when other people create it for him by obviously leaving him open for three or pick and rolls. I hate to say that, but it's so true. It's so easy to shut down Lauri Markkanen. You just have to stay close. He has no post game. He has no post fadeaway. He's not the best at shooting middies. It's just pretty much pick and pops and pick and rolls, and it's pretty easy to shut him down. That's definitely another topic to talk about, but I'm just going to get right into today's rumors that's been going around. Definitely leave any comments about last night's game. And the first rumor, this one is not surprising at all. I've seen this rumor going around for a while now, especially this offseason or last offseason. I made a video about it. The Nets and the Knicks are reportedly very interested in trading for Chicago Bulls guard Zach LaVine. If you guys were watching my videos last summer, I made a quick video talking about this because over the summer, the Knicks and the Nets were doing background work on Zach LaVine to prepare for a possibility that the Bulls, become open to moving him. And of course, as the trade deadline is coming up, the Knicks and Nets have been calling the Bulls trying to trade for Zach LaVine because of course, the Nets are trying to win a championship, and the Knicks are just trying to get any star on their roster. I don't blame either teams for trying to get Zach LaVine, but I'm just going to be short and simple. The other day, Casey Johnson, a Bulls insider, said the Bulls are not interested in trading Zach LaVine. And me, myself, I'm a huge Zach LaVine fan. You guys know that. I support him no matter what. He is our number one scoring option. He's on a very cheap and very good contract for the numbers that he's putting up. I just wish the Bulls would get Zach LaVine some help. Before I started recording this video and editing it, I saw a bunch of Bulls fans on Twitter asking, since Zach LaVine has been traded to Chicago, who was his best player? And I saw the possibilities, and it's just sad. It could have been Nikola Mirotic, Thaddeus Young right now, Lauri Markkanen, Chris Dunn. He just has had no help on the Chicago Bulls, so I don't see the point of the Bulls trading him, especially because his contract's cheap. He's putting up great numbers. He should be an all-star this season. He should have been one last year. It just doesn't make sense for the Chicago Bulls unless Arturas, wants to completely rebuild or do things a different way this offseason. But it is definitely interesting that the Knicks and Nets are interested in him, and that's just good because Zach has been balling out. Both teams are watching the Bulls situation as the trade deadline comes up. say the Bulls are even like interested in trading for Zach LaVine, why would we trade him to the Brooklyn Nets? They don't have that many assets. Their future first round picks are going to mean nothing because they literally have a bunch of all-stars in their lineup. They have like 3 of the best players in the NBA in their starting lineup, in Kyrie Irving, James Harden, KD. There's no way they're ever going to be bad. Those first rounders are going to be terrible unless they're like many years down the road. The Knicks have some options. I could see them, trading RJ Barrett and some future first. I saw that would be a potential trade to get Zach LaVine, but I just don't see the point of doing that. Definitely leave some comments and questions below today's video about that. I did find it interesting that they're both, just scouting him and kind of just monitoring the Bulls situation on Zach LaVine, even though the Bulls and Casey Johnson have said many times there's zero interest in trading Zach LaVine as of right now. And this rumor has been going around for a while now. I made a past video about this as well. Definitely check out that video before this and then come back to this topic right now. The rumors just keep coming out about the Chicago Bulls and Lonzo Ball. The Bulls have pretty much been linked to Lonzo Ball for many seasons and many years now, ever since he got drafted. And it makes too much sense for Lonzo Ball to get traded to the Chicago Bulls. Many sources have just linked the Bulls as a possibility for a Lonzo Ball trade. There's been many articles and just a lot of rumors recently. And I'm not totally against this trade. I would love Lonzo Ball on this roster. He just hasn't been the best on the Pelicans. He just doesn't look comfortable on the Pelicans. They're not putting him in the best position to succeed. Lonzo needs shooters around him. He is a playmaking guard. He is not the best shooter. He's very capable of being one, even though his shot is a bit goofy. He has gotten better year by year. But this doesn't surprise me. Like I said, the Bulls have been linked to him for many seasons now. And especially last night, just imagine if Lonzo Ball was bringing up the ball instead of Coby White. Coby White, I feel like he just over dribbles too much and he tries too hard to get other Bulls players involved, trying to be that like pure point guard that the Bulls want him to be or whatever. I believe the Bulls should stop trying to force Coby White to be like a true point guard and like a pass-first point guard. They should let him be more like Kyrie Irving and most point guards in this league. Let him score a bunch, let him get hot, and then once teams start double teaming, then he can play mate and start making passes to other teammates and getting them open. That whole experiment is not going well. I was a big fan of trying Coby White at the point guard position. He's definitely been struggling of late. He's still putting up solid numbers, I'd say. But just imagine Lonzo Ball in the Bulls offense filled with shooters. I feel like Lonzo is a perfect match for the Bulls. I just don't see the point in trading future assets and future draft picks for Lonzo Ball. I also saw like the most potential trades would be like a Lauri Markkanen and Lonzo Ball flip if that did happen, because the Pelicans want a big man that can shoot. And I just wouldn't do that trade as of right now, especially because both these players are restricted free agents this offseason. So it would be tough to trade for Lonzo no matter what. And I saw the Pelicans are like expecting a lot in return for him. And it's going to be hard to sign him this offseason. I just don't see Lonzo Ball coming to the Chicago Bulls, even though I would love it because it would help out the Bulls defense, easily our offense, and make our players better. I just don't really see it happening. Definitely leave some comments and questions below today's video about that rumor as well. Definitely check out all my past videos. Make sure you guys are subscribed and leave a like on today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.